Hello, friend. Welcome back to the John Cast. Intern John is my name.
I'm Sauce.
We've been away for a little bit.
Yes.
We forgot. We just the last 2 months. I know we're forgetting to do something.
Yeah, it was weird.
What is it?
We saw your DMs. We were like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, and all the comments. I'm like, we're forgetting something.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I know the podcast we're doing that was killing it.
Yep.
And we're back.
Hi.
So thank you for listening. By the way, the merch store officially live.
Boom.
Which is great. Plenty of hoodies, which is great in this weather because you think it's hot out. What do I need? You trick the sun by getting a John Cass or the Hot Mess Sauce hoodie. InternJohnStore.com.
Easy.
The sweatshirts look dope. There's also crew necks kind of became big again, I think, like in the last 10 years. I feel like in the 90s, every college had like the crew neck in like the bookstore, maybe like on TV. That was like you wear school.
Because I have one from UMBC that I bought like 15 years ago.
Yeah. And so internjohnstore.com again. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out and for being patient as we
for being you.
return on this journey. Yeah. There's a lot that's happened the last 2 months. Which, by the way, can I just start this real quick?
Sure.
I found out we won. We cleaned house, basically.
Boom.
Baltimore Sun, best radio host, best podcast, best Instagram, best DJ. My girlfriend Alex got me this lovely award.
So nice.
Which is very exciting of us. And I was like,
look
it'd be
at
nice
us
to have gotten these previously from.
It would be so nice. Because we would have had so many, it would have been like,
I
think never mind. What I was going to say was not nice.
Well, remember the first time that we won, I didn't even know we were nominated.
Yeah, we did not.
Hoodie came and goes, hey, just so you know, you won.
Yeah.
I go, what did I win? He's like, you are Baltimore's radio host of the year. I'm like, that's amazing.
Well, no, the first time we won, it was best podcast. And we were like, what? We didn't even know.
Yeah. I found out in Vegas, which I'll get to Vegas in a second. And I legitimately, because I was refreshing the website, like it was on like the last day, they will announce it in June.
Yeah.
It was like June 35th. It felt like that they posted. And like I got a little bit teary-eyed because it has been this past couple months has been a roller coaster, certainly. Yeah. And Alex asked if I was surprised. And it was kind of a weird answer because I was like, wasn't really surprised because I believe we have we have such an amazing fan base. Dare I say like an army behind us. Yeah. That it wasn't surprising, but it still was like, okay, people still care.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If that kind of makes sense. So last time we talked. Like literally
it has been 2 months.
Yeah, but even like the last time we're on the air, I had just mentioned my girlfriend Alex's birthday was coming up in June. Yeah. And I had planned a trip. I had bought a t-shirt of the destination. I had an Amazon bag. I magneted it, put the magnet to the fridge.
Yes.
And I was like, hey girl, we're going on a trip for your birthday. The location is in this t-shirt in this bag. Yeah. And like I was going to drag it out until.
Because you wanted to see if she would open it or not.
Right. And I don't think she would have because I think like she's a bit of a goody two shoes, bit of a nerd.
Alex, we love you. Yeah. But I don't think you would have either.
And then so it was literally like the week before the show ended that I had like set this up. And then show ends and I'm freaking out. Like, I don't know if I can make this work like financially. I don't know if this is going to work time wise. Yeah. And so there was a lot of like unknown. And then like the light showed pretty early on, like of like, oh, we're gonna be more than okay. Yeah. And so I was on the phone with her and I was laughing like, hey, this is what's happening. Like, this is how good things are. And I said, thank God this won't ruin Vegas. And she goes, huh? And I throw my phone in the air.
Dramatic.
And I pretend I was like, oh, I had to sneeze. Because I realized that she didn't know.
I thought you meant you physically threw your phone. I was like, God.
I legit like
put his phone in the air.
Not in an anger way, but like a son of a like I realized and I just
we're vomited.
Yeah. So I want to go to Vegas because her favorite movie is Wizard of Oz. Yeah. And the last time I saw Wizard of Oz was actually here with Alex and our buddy Shane. Oh wow. We're coming back from somewhere and Shane needed to sleep on the couch.
Cute.
And so we watched Wizard of Oz.
I love that.
And so we saw it at the Sphere, and the Sphere is as advertised. You've not been?
I have not been, no.
So I know there's talks about they're going to put one at National Harbor.
Yeah, they just talked about it. Something else came out about it, I think, last week.
And like, we have a lot of music venues here.
I think that'd be cool, though.
No doubt. It would be very cool. And so the Sphere is dope because you walk in and like, it's a It kind of looks like Epcot, like the dome in Epcot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's massive. Like it's 3 giant tiers. I think it's like 10,000 seats, but the whole thing's a screen, which is crazy. So they have like the wind for the tornado. They had the snowfall. They had the flying monkeys were drones.
So cool.
Which that was really cool. They even had butterfly drones, which is really cool. But the big thing about Wizard of Oz was like, they drop apples from the ceiling and catch an apple. And so luckily Alex knew like what scene would probably the apple fall.
Yeah.
So I was like getting ready. So it probably falls from like 500 feet, but they're like not even like squeezy ball foam. They're just like, packing
like
foam.
Basically?
Yeah. So I looked up, I'm like, oh, here they come. But it took like 2 minutes from the fall down. Thank God got one.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was thinking, man, like if they, so like Wizard of Oz was dope.
Yeah.
But if they did like Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. That would be sick.
Imagine like Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars would be phenomenal.
Because I had heard with this fear, like some folks get motion sickness, and I can see that because it is like, it's trippy. Because
so I probably would.
Yeah, because the way it looked, like when we, like they have a scene like inside Dorothy's house. And if you look straight up, it's the roof of the house.
Oh,
so
cool.
it looks like you're in, like you're 10 feet in the living room.
That is so sick.
And I know that night was Kenny Chesney, which we didn't go to.
Him.
But I would love to go see like Backstreet Boys. I know her parents saw, I think, the Eagles.
Oh,
and
nice.
said that was also like
phenomenal.
Very
Probably.
dope.
Yeah.
Vegas overall was her first time going.
Okay. So you guys gamble?
So she.
I mean, you can't go to Vegas and not use at least a slot machine.
I'm not a gambler.
But you can't go to Vegas, and they even have it at the airport.
Well, and here's the thing. So Alex's game was Wheel of Fortune. So she did Wheel of Fortune and the casino lost it. That day that we left, somebody won $1 million Wheel of Fortune at the airport.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Darn.
Here's my thing about Vegas. I've been a bunch for work. This is my first time for like leisure. And there's all those rumors like Vegas is dying. And it is because our parents talk about like they would go to Vegas and rooms would be like $20 and the meals would be free because the idea was you're gambling.
And you had the all-inclusive buffet. Yeah. And that was the meal.
And now they're like, we're going to charge for everything. And
the parking is insane. And then all of the drinks and stuff.
Well, even there's Resorts World, which it's one of the newer ones. They made a tactical error on social media maybe a month ago, like, hey, we're going to stop charging resort fees and parking. Yeah. And they announced it. And people are like, why am I paying a resort fee? Yeah. It's like the Airbnb cleaning fees. And like, why am I paying parking anyway? They should have said like, hey, we're dropping prices. Absolutely. So we were going to land at like 10:30 in the morning. I looked up the hotel online and said they can get early check-in for $35 to check in at 11. I'm like, oh my God, like that's amazing. Like that's well worth it. Call on Monday for the early check-in. They're like, hey, we'll put you on the list. Depends on availability. All good. Okay. Call Thursday before we leave. That person goes, hey, we don't do early check-in. What? And I'm like, okay, well, the website says you do. Yeah. The person on Monday says you do. Yeah. It's like, well, you can check your luggage in. I'm like, okay. So we land at the Cosmo, or we land at the airport, go to the Cosmo. Okay. And like they did a luggage check. However, there's a giant line for luggage check. I feel like there's always a line in Vegas. I can't stand it. And one of my biggest pet peeves, a lot of times like all-inclusive places, like, oh, we'll take your bags to you. And it's like, after you get off the long flight, I want my bag right away so I can like change and just have my stuff, because it's not the worst like, oh, here's your room, and then 30 minutes later the bag comes where it's like, what's the point of being in the room? Almost literally, like, what are we, like, you're just waiting around? So we just brought the bags with us. I made lunch reservations at Wicked Spoon, which is a buffet that's really good. That for like one, so like come like we'll text you if your room's ready. Nice. So at 3:00 check-in, haven't gotten a text yet. I'm getting like a little bit cranky because I'm like, hey, it's not cheap. What are we doing? So I get in line, like, yeah, the room's not ready. And I was like biting my tongue because I was going to, I know it's not that person's fault. Yeah, you're like, I know you didn't do it. But I was going to be like, hey, like I called Monday, I called Thursday. Like, do you care what floor you're on? I'm like, I don't care what floor we're on. I don't care. Let's just, so got in the room. That was fine. We did Joe Coy got us in the Gordon Ramsays. Oh, that was nice. And then we saw a Cirque show, which is also great. Oh, that's so fun. Jugglers are fantastic. It was more of like the PG-13 like risque shows with like a little bit darker comedy and stuff. Okay. So that was really good. Sure. Did the Wizard of Oz. My other pet peeve about Vegas was we did dinner at Sinatra's, which is in the Wynn. And so I put it on Alex's birthday. Yeah. They had a nice written card for her when we got down, like, happy birthday. Cute. But then, and the meal, like, do you guys want dessert? I'm like, well, I saw on Instagram, like the signature dessert is like Frank Sinatra's hat and chocolate mousse. Okay. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's get that. So we get that. They bring it out and they go, oh, and here's the birthday dessert as well. That's so weird. I kind of felt, I don't know if cheated is the word. I'm like, why would you not tell us? Like, usually they say, oh, like we have a dessert coming for you for your birthday.
Or they would just bring it. They just bring it out.
Yeah.
You don't ask if you want dessert when just bring out the dessert and then ask if you want more.
And like dinner was already going to be expensive. We got appetizer, 2 entrees, couple drinks. I kind of felt like, why would you?
That's so odd.
So I said to Alex, I'm like, because she wanted to eat, I'm like, we're taking it with us.
Yeah.
And of course, you go back to Vegas, you can't put anything in the fridge because it's all like the automatic, you pull a drink out, it charges you.
Yeah.
So it's a freezer. Didn't realize it's a freezer. So the morning, I'm like, we had frozen stuff. So that was
my God.
Yeah. Did all the Vanderpump bars because Alex is a big Vanderpump girly.
She is,
So, and then we made the mistake of Vegas is an optical illusion where everything looks close.
Yeah, it does.
And then when you're in 110-degree heat,
it's just not.
It's not close at all. But
at least it's dry heat.
Yeah, it was a great time though. Like Wizards of Oz was really cool.
Yeah.
The food was great. Again, thanks to our good friend Joe Coy, who that man just I can't speak him because people always ask like, is he as nice as he seems? I'm like, he's way nicer.
He's actually just like amazing. So
like the amount of times he's texted us.
Yeah.
I mean, when we got laid off, he's one of the first people that texted me.
He was.
And like we hadn't even posted. He's like, dude, what the hell happened? I'm like, I don't know.
I know. He's like, he's like, when could I be on your podcast? I'm like, ask John. And then he texts you.
Well, because I know Joe's got a special coming out in September, so we're going to definitely have him on before.
That's exciting. I love him.
So, and he'll be in Bristol, VA.
In August.
I didn't realize there's a Hard Rock in Virginia.
I didn't know that either.
It's like Southern. It's not Jiffy Lube. It's not Bristol. Bristow is Jiffy Lube.
Yes, maybe.
He's in Bristol with an L.
I'll just look that up later.
So anyway, but it was a fantastic time. And then on the flight back, we were like I was trying to annoy her. And this woman goes, I just want you to know, I'm a big fan and happy birthday, Alex. I'm like, I forgot that people see us.
Yeah. And you're a weirdo.
Yeah. So that was my journey. Now you had won a trip through work back in December.
Yeah. On Christmas.
That you took. So you brought your bestie, Kate, and you guys went where?
We went to.
Sorry, by the way, let me cut you off to take his podcast. Brought to you by Claudia Fiora.
Oh, yes. My bestie's flower company.
And a quick note on that. So Kate makes flower like bouquets.
She does like the bouquets and everything.
And as a proud customer myself, I can say they are fantastic.
They are. And they lasted so long. When I got back from the Dominican Republic, because I'd say I got a flower bouquet from her the last weekend of June. And we got back from Puerto Plata is where I went. We got back I think the 9th. Yeah. We got back the 9th.
Yeah.
And the flowers had just started dying. Some of the flowers were still in great shape. And I didn't change the water or anything. I just left them because she had hosted this flower event. But yeah, her flowers are gorgeous. She goes to these, what are they called? Like warehouses where she handpicks the flowers. She doesn't order them in bulk. So it's really cute. Well,
I've always said it's cool to see your friends do like seeing Andrew Day play music. Yeah. It's very cool to see it. Kate and I are like siblings. I would say we're like step siblings.
Yeah, you guys they're like movie siblings. We're like
all the time, just
talking fight.
But like Alex loved them, and this is not.
She's so talented.
This is not meant to be a diss on Kate. You would assume they were from like where Kim Kardashian orders her bouquets from because it's that stunning. Good. If that makes so, Claudia Fiora on Instagram, fantastic. But anyway, you and Kate. It seemed like it was almost a doomed trip from the beginning. Yeah. So the airline they picked. They. Since I won the trip, there was a company that planned it all, which was very nice. I'm glad that they honored it because I would have flipped out. But so we decided to go to Puerto Plata to an all-inclusive. And I've been to the Dominican Republic the last 3 times I've left the country. So in the last year, I've been there 3 times, like for 3 different reasons. Two weddings and one was a wedding, one was just for New Year's Eve, and then now for this trip. And because it was one of the only all-inclusives like on the list of places, and like I don't have money right now. So anyway, we go. It was really fun. But when we flew out on July 4th, so the airport DCA closed down at noon, and our flight was at 5 a.m. So I understand it was international, but I have flown out of this airport, not with this airline, international early flights. A million times. So I'm like, not a million times, but like to Dominican Republic, at least 3 times. No. So anyway, out of this airport. So long story short, we get there. I had ordered a Lyft and I had it scheduled to come, I think at 3:30. Sure. I get downstairs and it's like kind of a hike to get to the front. I get downstairs and there's no Lyft there. And I look at the app, it says it's 15 minutes away. And I wanted to be at the airport at 3:45. So I had to run upstairs, grab my car keys, go downstairs. I had to pay for parking because I was just worried because the gate, like the gates open or the
the kiosk, don't they open at like 3? But Kate was there at 3:30.
Of course.
She's great. But so she's, or 3:45. She's waiting in line. I couldn't get out of the parking lot because I couldn't figure, there's no signage to tell you where to walk.
That's annoying.
What are we doing, DCA? All that construction for what? For what? Anyway, so I finally get to the front. I meet Kate in line. We have our passports. I've done this a million times. I have my e-ticket. Ready
to go.
And get to the front. And this guy was so dismissive. And again, I don't like this airline anyway, because I've never had a great experience really with them, except for maybe one time in my life. And the guy's like, why wouldn't you just use the kiosk? And it literally said on our thing, you have to go to a gate agent. That's what we did. That's what we did. So he goes to the kiosk and starts scanning my passport. It's not scanning.
Shocker.
He doesn't go back to his little desk. He's like, you have to go to special whatever. Special access, I think it's called, was not open at 3:45 when I passed. And it was like the lights were all dim and there was a long line. Kate and I go over. Our flight was at 5. How long did that line take? I don't know who I'm looking at.
Dude, your Italian's coming out right now with the hands.
We were in line for an hour and 2 people in front of us were on the same flight. And when the woman in front of us went up, the one gate agent that was like, I hope we do not get that biatch. I hope, because she was like, why wouldn't you get here 3 hours before? And she starts going on and on and on. The woman was a B word. And I don't use that lightly. Okay. I never say that. Yeah. She was So we end up with this wonderful woman. Like, it's so nice. Like, God bless America. I'm so glad that you're here to talk to me today. And I was so nice to her. And it got to the point that because she made us change our e-ticket because we had missed the flight. Ma'am, we had a layover in Miami. I did not need to change my e-ticket. And I tried to say that to her. And I just wanted her to shut up. So Kate and I have to stand there and do it. And we're like, so what is our new flight number? Because she wouldn't give us our boarding passes. So we did not know the flight number. And she was like, let's say it's 1450. Okay, and I'm already stressed out because this line is not moving anyway. I thought we were going to be the easiest customers. And so I was like, can you tell me one more time? And she starts yelling at me. She's like, no, I can't tell you. And then Kate goes, can you just tell her one more time? Because I didn't hear it either. And we're just going to have to stand here. And Kate starts going on and on. And she's like, and says it one more time. I was like, you're saying it so fast for a reason. I'm glad that I knew that it was 1457. I just wanted to make sure that we wouldn't be wasting each other's time.
My God.
Like, and then I said, Delta would never. Because Delta would never. They have really nice people that work at the desk. I understand that the job must suck, but like that was really annoying. We go on this big flight, happily over Miami. We land in Puerto Plata and we get picked up. The guy that drove us was so nice. It's like pouring rain when we land. Whatever, it's cool. We watch a FIFA game and meet some locals. They get us shots of tequila.
Sure.
Loved it. We have fun. We ha ha and hee hee all night, and then we have a whole. It's like pouring rain. We made a bunch of TikToks of Kate just, running into the ocean. I won't lie. I don't black out anymore, but by the time it was 9:00, I was like, I gotta go back to the room.
Good for you.
Like there's parts of that day that I was like, I forgot that I took that video of you running. Anyway, so then next day, cool, chill, pool, whatever. And then on Monday, we did this like waterfall tour, and it literally, we had no details with like any, like the company didn't tell us anything. I looked online the whole, like 3 different times the day before. I read all these reviews. So I was like, what does this entail? What do we bring? Because all of a sudden we thought it was just a monkey tour, because that's what we were told.
Sure, because
all of a sudden it's a waterfall tour. And so then we find out we need water shoes, which like, I don't know about you. I don't pack water shoes. I don't have any.
No.
So we had to go find water shoes, which we did. It worked out. But this hike says, just if you have a heart condition, probably don't do it. And that's the only thing it said.
Okay,
the only thing.
Yeah.
It is a 3-mile hike up a mountain in 95-degree heat.
Oh God.
And the humidity, it's like, we're in like a rainforest.
Yeah.
And it was so, I was like, oh,
I'm sure. Yeah.
And we have to wear, and we get there and Kate and I were like, why is everybody in helmets? And I saw on their website that people were wearing helmets. I thought they have zip lining and stuff and kayaking.
That's cool.
I'm like, why is everybody wearing like helmets and these life vests? Oh, I didn't know we're cliff jumping.
Hell yeah, brother.
We find out when we get there. Also, the tour guide company for Puerto Plata, his name was, if you want to know, I'll tell you. His name was like Uriel, I think.
Sure.
He was phenomenal.
Okay.
Highly recommend. He was so funny. But anyway, so we get picked up for that, and we're in this like, with the tour guide company with this like big van full of people. So of course we made friends with all of them. One of the guys was from Laurel. Shouts to Tony. Love you guys. That was so fun. But anyway, so all these people, we're all like Did you guys know that we were hiking up?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get up to the top and it's like, it's very busy too. There's like tons of different things. And we get to the top and there's like these natural slides. So the first thing we do all of a sudden, and we didn't have anything waterproof. We didn't know that we were going to be doing
that. Sucks.
Like we thought it was a waterfall tour. Like we're seeing it. We're not getting in it. So luckily our tour guide, I forgot what his name was, but he was really nice too. And he took our phones, worked out, and he was a great photographer. He was our photographer. That
is the best when you see videos of like people on their trips and the photographer's like, put your arm like this, do this. I'm like, these guys know how to work
and
it.
There's like 20 people in our group and he was like, all right, lady, I'm like, yes. So anyway, so all of a sudden I'm the first to go down this slide, natural slide. It was really fun. And he's like, all right, go to that waterfall. And it's like in like a cove. Is that kind of like a cenote? I don't really know. No there's a waterfall and we're in a cave and he wants our entire group to go into this little thing, and I keep falling on the rocks because I'm like the first one in there, so I'm like trying to be so accommodating and little, and I just kept slipping.
Which you are, yeah.
I kept slipping, and it was like bowling pins. I took out a whole group of people, and I kept saying, "Don't go, Jason Waterfalls."
Okay.
But anyway, so we're like going through this thing, and I kept being like doing like Star Wars music, and people were like, "Shut up!" You know, who should have shut up? The kid behind me that was 8 can be like, "Dad, that wasn't so hard." Oh, really, Tony? Oh, really?
So the trip was good.
He stopped complaining after he realized he had to jump off a little cliff.
Okay. Now, anyway, can you show your injury? Because you had texted me, like, I fear that I won't recover from this.
I'm gravely injured. So
if you're watching the video, you can see a slight bruise on her forearm.
So the third slide, it was like probably a 20-foot slide, and it's like a curved one. So I fling off so hard because we're soaking wet. I'm like, oh, the life vests are because if you can't tread water, you're going to drown because we're just floating.
That's usually what life vests are. Yeah, it's not drowning.
No, I was like, Kate, I was like, oh, is this like a treading water test like you did when you're a kid? She's like, Shelby, we have a life jacket on. Anyway, so I slid so hard to the left. I guess I wasn't really understanding physics at the time that I hit the side of this rock so hard, like it was like jagged out.
Yeah.
Nobody else they call it Dominican tattoo.
Did they amputate? Is that your arm?
I know. I was so scared. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
And then we did cliff jumping, and then other than that, it was so much fun. But
can we fast forward real quick? Because
I said other than that, it was so fun.
I said I worry about you traveling because like you are the queen of like missed flights. Changing flights. And so your last day, I'm like, what time do you leave? What time do you get picked up? What time you get to the airport? I checked your location the day you were leaving.
Yeah.
That airport had to be 30 yards long tops.
It was maybe the size of like my high school indoor auditorium. Okay. Indoor auditoriums are indoor, huh?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
But yeah, so like the travel company set up everything, and Kate and I were annoyed because we're like 9:30 for a 1:30 flight. Okay, whatever. So we get there. There's absolutely no line for security. There's like we're whatever, and so we just go to the bar, and it's pouring rain out. Also, we make friends with this old man named Steve that I found out yesterday that he left Kate a voice message. That's like he's like, hey.
Why does he have Kate's number?
I don't remember why we gave him our numbers.
But a random guy at the airport?
Yeah, he was like 77. I kept calling him grandpa. He's like, I don't want to be your grandpa. I want to be your man.
Oh, God.
Well, I blocked his number because he was like texting me that night because our flight ended up, like, long story short, getting canceled. But I'll get to that in a second. He texted me. He's like, oh, I wish I could tuck you ladies in. Wink, wink. And I was like, all right.
That's weird as hell.
Right. So our flight gets delayed. So I'm like looking outside at noon, and all of a sudden, like, there's this big streak of lightning, like, right on the other side of the airport, like the runway. I was like, that doesn't look great. So then our flight gets delayed to 4. I'm like, okay, this is fine. It's fine. And Kate's like, because we had a layover again in Miami. So we're like, okay. And then our flight in Miami, it got pushed back, of course, because of said airline. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll be fine. We'll still make it. So then literally probably like 30 minutes later, it gets pushed back to 8:58.
Oh, God.
Our flight.
Ugh.
So Kate and I go wait in this line. Cool. Get to the front. This one lady's like talking to Kate and's like, I'll help you. And then she wasn't done helping somebody else. And she's like, no, like, ladies, like, I'll help you with your flight. So then she ends up going to this other lady. So the person that overtook was like, you guys need to go to, they sent us to another gate. That lane didn't move at all. We were there for 30 minutes. So Kate goes back to try to find the other woman. So then she calls me. And then, you know, my friend Steve, the old man, is like following me around like a lost puppy. Sure. And I was like, Steve, like, I can't help. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, absolutely can't help myself.
Drunk at this point. Like, I don't know what you want from me. But anyway, so the woman is like, I changed your flights, the same flights for tomorrow, blah, blah. So I'm on the phone with like the travel company.
Very nice.
They'll like, we'll text you your new place. We're figuring it out. So then all of a sudden, like the woman like calls somebody over and we get escorted out of the airport.
Oh,
it was because we didn't know what was happening. And then they stopped by immigration and they scan our like they took print out pictures of our passports.
Oh, that's weird.
And I was like, why are you? And he's like, you guys, like, you can't be here. You don't have a flight today. I was like,
fair.
We would have walked out the front door.
Yeah, that's fair.
So embarrassing.
We got an extra day though for free, so that's pretty sick.
We did. And that resort was even nicer. It was so much fun.
Oh.
The resorts were different. There were good and bad things about each of them.
Sure.
But this resort I really liked a lot more, I will say. And the rooms were so much more. But it was a really fun trip. It was the best time.
Well, I'm glad you guys had fun.
I know. I'm glad we got back.
I'm glad you got back too.
Because on the way back, our flight was delayed out of Miami 4 hours.
Golly.
So we landed at I think I got home at 1 or 1:30, and we were supposed to be. I should have been walking in my front door at 9:30.
But didn't. Yeah.
So I must get home at 1:30. Anyway, it was fun. A little bestie trip.
But we're happy you're here.
I had the best time, and I'm happy
sure.
I'm here too.
I got you too.
And I'm leaving next week.
Hey, we're happy to be back. We had to take a bit of a forced break, vacation.
Hey, you said it.
A little bit of a break skis of the podcast.
I didn't answer you. It was just a lot.
Yeah. So, but you can still call the podcast and leave voicemails 202-642-6272. Let's play a voicemail right now. I got this one. Hold on. Be the right button. There it is.
Yes, to Intern John and to Shelby. This is the professor, and I just want to schedule some time for my set, the important information I have to share with you. So please let me know when I'm scheduled to be on. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, let's get him on the book.
That'd be my father. Does he want to schedule time for his set?
Yeah, we can do that.
For important information he needs to share with us?
For his set.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here for it. I love your dad. I'm his favorite daughter.
Let me do this. I'm a man of the people.
You are.
We'll post a video clip of this on Instagram. If there's enough comments that say professor, he can be the first guest in the podcast.
I love that. I think that's a great idea.
But keep in mind, dear listener, if you vote enough, this is your problem. It was a shared problem.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
But that typical dad, though, I have important information to share. Call me back.
Okay.
Just telling, it's like my dad would be like, call me, important.
I know.
And now calling is like, hey, how are you? I'm like,
my dad did that when I was doing wedding makeup a few weeks ago. And I'm like doing all these bridesmaids. And he's like, call me, it's important. And he just wanted to know what time I was coming over. And I had already told him last night. Love you, Dad. You're the best. Comment
on the video, professor. And
yeah,
we'll see. It's up in the air right now.
I'm for it.
And that's all that matters, as long as his favorite daughter's for it. Again, exactly. You can call the podcast 202-642-6272. Huge thanks to Coletti Fiora, our sponsor for today's podcast. If you need flowers for a girlfriend, boyfriend, a wedding, I'm sorry, or even like hospital flowers, also really good too. Coletti Fiora on Instagram. Our friend Kate's, they're fantastic.
They are.
The merch store is live, internjohnstore.com. Thanks to our friends for listening. Thanks to our former friends who listen even more than their real friends. And
whoops. And we will never do a forced break again. And you're hearing it because there's so many people that are like, I'm giving up. Someone DM'd me when I was drunk on vacation. I'm giving up on you. Don't give up. You think we want to do this?
It's a sabbatical. And now we're back. We're rested and relaxed.
Yeah,
and we're ready to go. So
you traveled a lot.
Yes.
I got to dissociate and read a lot of books.
Yes. And we'll see you next time on the John Cast.